Joplin metro area could lose its designation as a metropolitan area if a change at the federal level goes through. I'm Zach Dodge with the story.
Oklahoma's governor says he wants to get the summer back by lifting COVID-19 restrictions.
The standard for normal cannot be 0 cases. In Oklahoma, the standard for normal is freedom.
The 4 states most watched news starts now.
Under a federal proposal, Joplin is at risk of losing its status as a metropolitan area. This is KOAM News at 6. The proposal would designate Joplin as a micropolitan area instead of a metropolitan. Currently in the U.S., there are 384 metropolitans, 543 micropolitans. A metropolitan is an urban cluster with an anchor city of 50,000 or more people. A micropolitan's anchor city has a population of 10,000 or more. The new federal proposal would increase the threshold to be considered a metropolitan to 100,000 plus people. So what would a different designation actually change in Joplin? KOAM's Zach Dodge spoke with city leaders to find out. He joins us now live from Joplin City Hall.
So far, most of the people that I've talked to are still trying to figure out exactly what the change would look like for them. One thing that's a little more certain is that it would impact funding. 144 cities across the country could lose their status as metropolitan areas. That includes Joplin.
Instead, it would downgrade, if you will, to a micro-statistical area.
And would likely be that way for a while, since Joplin has a population just over 50,000, much lower than the 100,000 population that would be required for a metro area. The agency making the change says the designation shouldn't be tied to federal funding, but it oftentimes is. Chamber President Toby Teeter says, for that reason, it could impact funding coming to the city government and area nonprofits.
Many federal grants tie to being within a metropolitan statistical area. So we do have some concerns there about our ability to attract federal dollars into our community. And those programs run the gamut.
Now, Teeter was speaking more generally, so we reached out to the city, which referred us back to Teeter, who says the specific implications it could have for Joplin City programs, like transportation and housing, aren't currently clear as they continue to learn what may happen. Many nonprofits we reached out to are in the same boat.
We don't know yet.
Lafayette House receives federal funding, but most generally it gets funneled through the state for specific programs. So there are a lot of unknowns.
It might go both ways. We might have some different opportunities if Joplin were considered a smaller area, but we're hopeful that it wouldn't have an impact on some of our existing funding, which is so critical to us.
There is an open comment period for the designation change, but it ends pretty soon on March 20th. Reporting live in Joplin, Zach Dodge, KOAM News.
Zach, thanks. We're going to leave a link to where people can leave those comments on our website later tonight. The city of Joplin's in the planning stages for the demolition of the Pennsylvania Avenue Bridge. It's located between 5th and 7th Streets. It was closed about 2 years ago when a state inspection found it to be structurally unsound. City officials this week put out a call for bids for engineering services to prepare for the bridge's eventual demolition. Checking in with Doug Hetty now. It is chilly and it is wet out there, Doug.
It is, Dow. Much cooler for us today compared to what we have seen at least over the past couple days, actually all week long. Temperatures have been pretty good, but we're sitting into the upper 40s to lower 50s, and we're going to hold fairly steady as we go through the overnight hours tonight. This is due to a cold front that passed through. That's what gave us the thunderstorms last night and then into the morning hours. So now we have a northeasterly wind, but that front's going to kind of play havoc with us over the next several days. Heaviest rain is now off to our east, but you can see it's starting to redevelop a bit south of Interstate 44, and that's where most of the rain tonight is going to be, is in our southern counties. So you can see from Grand Lake, McDonald County, southern Newton over toward Berry County. And again, that's where most of the scattered showers and even thunder showers will be confined through the overnight hours tonight. And then all this moisture is going to lift back in as we head into the morning hours. Look how the rain will start to increase very rapidly and work right back through the region. So a lot of rain over the next few days. We're going to break it down for you here in just a bit.
All right, we'll see you then. Thanks, Doug. Oklahoma Governor Kevin Stitt says he's signing an executive order to lift all remaining COVID-19 restrictions in the state. He also announced he's removing the mask requirements in state buildings. He says as long as he's governor, he'll protect the freedoms of all Oklahomans. But Stitt said COVID-19 is not going away and encouraged people to take personal responsibility and remain vigilant.
But let me be clear, COVID is still here. It's still in Oklahoma, it's still in the United States, and we still need to do our part. You can still, and you're even encouraged to wear a mask depending on your circumstances. And I've said from the very beginning, the standard for normal cannot be 0 cases. In Oklahoma, the standard for normal is freedom.
The CDC reports more than 21% of the state's population has now received at least one dose of a coronavirus vaccine. That's the 12th highest vaccination rate in the United States. The Community Health Center of Southeast Kansas is providing vaccinations to area businesses with 20 or more employees. The center recommends businesses set up a break room or open area that can be used as a vaccination site. They also say vaccine recipients should have a 15-minute observation period after the dose before returning to work. There is no cost to be vaccinated.
Because we are a medical clinic, we do have to bill insurance, but there is no out-of-pocket to the patient. So if insurance doesn't pay, then we have federal funds to cover that.
Eligible businesses that want to set up a clinic should contact the health center. A Republican lawmaker in Kansas outlined a measure that would overturn Democratic Governor Laura Kelly's policy of withholding doses of COVID-19 vaccines from counties wanting to move to a new phase of inoculations before the rest of the state. Senate Health Committee Chair Richard Hillebrand called the policy blackmail or extortion. The State Department of Health and Environment has described withholding vaccine doses as an enforcement mechanism, and Kelly says the goal is to, quote, keep the train running as smoothly as we possibly can, end quote. A reminder, Monday, the state of Missouri will move to the next phase of its COVID-19 distribution plan. The next phase includes those who are already eligible, plus it adds workers in communication fields, energy services, food production, elected officials, IT employees, transportation service employees, and workers in water or wastewater services. If you have any questions for health officials and experts about the vaccine, send them our way. We've provided a form on our website for you to fill out some basic information and pose your question. You can find the form at koamnewsnow.com/vaccine. Still ahead, sentencing for a Galena, Kansas man who pled guilty to pulling a knife in a road rage incident. And authorities need help identifying the body of a woman hit by a car in Lawrence County, Missouri. A Galena, Kansas man who admits pulling a knife in a road rage case gets a suspended sentence. In February of last year, Robbie McCumber got into a dispute with the occupants of a car concerning a parking spot in the Joplin Courthouse parking lot. When the people in the car headed toward the courthouse, McCumber followed them and pulled a knife. A local attorney jumped into action. He had witnessed the incident. He held McCumber at gunpoint until courthouse security arrested him. Now, in a plea deal, a judge gives McCumber a 4-year suspended sentence and 5 years supervised probation. The Lawrence County, Missouri Sheriff's Office is asking for help identifying the body of a woman hit and killed by traffic on I-44. The Sheriff's Office released photos of tattoos on the woman's body, hoping someone might recognize them to help identify her. Authorities say the woman was killed on March 6th when she ran into traffic and was hit by a vehicle. Authorities say she was 18 to 24 years old and between 5'2" and 5'4" tall, with blonde or strawberry hair and gray or blue eyes. Anyone with information should contact the Lawrence County Sheriff's Office. The butterfly mural at Joplin's Mercy Park has damage caused by the recent rains and cold weather, and workers found that damage on Tuesday. 2 tiles came loose and broke. The group that oversaw the mural's installation will restore it. They're going to remove all of the tiles, treat the wall with a moisture barrier, and then put the tiles back on. The mural was installed at Mercy Park to mark the 5th anniversary of the 2011 Joplin tornado. Doug Hetty is up next with his complete forecast. And later, grass fires have destroyed thousands of acres in northeastern Oklahoma. They also led to a crash that injured family members of a Food Network star.
Well, of course, it turned out to be a much colder day for us today. Plus, we had the showers, the thunderstorms last night, even a couple severe thunderstorms. And then throughout the daytime hours for us today, we've had the on and off scattered showers and even a few thunder showers across the region. And again, this is going to continue over the next several days. Let's look at rainfall so far today. Already almost an inch for the year, puts us at 5.21. We actually fell behind a little bit because February we had all the snow, but it was such a dry snow, it didn't really amount to much water content wise, so we fell behind in February, but now we're right about where we should be on the rain tallies for the year. Temperatures sitting upper 40s to lower 50s across the region, and we're going to hold pretty steady as we go through the evening hours. This is due to a front that rolled through this morning that gave us the showers and thunderstorms, so the colder air is worked in, and this front's just going to kind of hang out right on top of us over the next several days, continuing those chances for rain and also playing havoc with our temperatures. Currently outside, we sit at 48, northeasterly winds at about 5 to 10, humidity, of course, high at 83%. Through the evening hours, we really kind of hold steady. Temperatures may even rise a bit as we head toward dawn, and you can see the showers and thunder showers that we have across the region. Heaviest is now pushed off toward the east, but we still have at least scattered thunder showers mainly in our southern counties. If we zoom into the metro, you can see some light showers on the south side of Joplin, and then they pick up a bit once you get toward Neosho, McDonald County, Berry County, and then stretching back toward Grand Lake, and also Benton County, Arkansas. So we are going to see these on and off showers through the overnight hours tonight, but mainly in our southern counties, and then it will start to increase again late tonight into tomorrow morning. Here's our next wave out toward El Paso, Texas, and then also one right behind it pushing into Arizona. So this will increase the moisture once again as we go through the daytime hours for us tomorrow. All right, let's go through time. These scattered light showers hit and miss tonight, mainly in our southern counties. If we had any thunder showers, nothing strong or nothing severe. Here's 3 a.m. Let's go into the early morning hours. Look how the rain starts to increase, especially Oklahoma, southwestern parts of Missouri, and then really picks up as we go through the morning hours. Bands of showers and thunderstorms. Again, I don't think anything too strong or severe, but something we'll keep our eyes on. And then throughout the day, it's just periods of showers and thunderstorms all day long. Temperatures a little bit warmer than what we did see today, starting at 50, 54 by noon, high temp of 56. Scattered thunderstorms again tomorrow night. This is Saturday morning, so we just get round after round. We can go through the daytime hours on Saturday. I do think we're going to get a break Saturday afternoon, and then the main system kicks back in. So showers and thunderstorms pick up again late Saturday night and into Sunday. And some of those may be strong, possibly severe. All right, 56 tomorrow. We're going to have periods of showers and thunderstorms throughout the day, really picking up in the morning. Look at rainfall projections, at least over the next few days. Here's tomorrow, another 1 to 2 inches. And then as we go into the weekend, that could be 2, 3, 4 inches of additional rain. 62 on Saturday, 62 on Sunday, some leftover showers Monday, rain right back in by Wednesday.
Well, that rain means flooding could be a real possibility in the days ahead. People are going to have to be careful out there.
Absolutely, especially the low-lying areas where the water rises really quick.
Thanks, Doug. Still ahead, relatives of the Food Network's Pioneer Woman are injured fighting grass fires in northeastern Oklahoma. Family members of Oklahoma native Reed Drummond, known to many as the Pioneer Woman, are injured in a crash near the family's ranch. Highway Patrol officials say 21-year-old Caleb Drummond and Reed's husband, Ladd Drummond, crashed fire trucks they were driving while fighting grass fires near their ranch. Reporter Chin Doan has the story.
More than a dozen fire trucks showed up at the Drummond Ranch Wednesday afternoon to help put out fires after more than 200 acres burned. The Oklahoma Highway Patrol says Reed Drummond's nephew and husband were each driving the family's fire trucks when they crashed head-on on this gravel road.
On a high windy day like we're seeing, and then on gravel roads, it is not uncommon for visibility to be low. And if they're both traveling to the same area, I mean, that is, a tragic accident.
Troopers say Caleb Drummond went to the hospital in critical condition and Lad Drummond declined treatment at the scene. This news has been hard for the Pawhuska community. Mary Jo Upchurch works near the Pioneer Women's Mercantile and also knows Caleb.
Also, it's going to be a big shock to our community because Lad and, their whole family has definitely done great things for our community, and they're great people. All I can ask is that they get better, that Caleb pulls through, that Lad's doing okay.
Other parts of Green Country are also dealing with grass fires, like this one in Sperry, which barely missed Caleb Stonecipher's home.
And by the time they got here, the fire was spreading right up close, but Kenny turned on the hose behind us and we started spraying that all down.
Caleb appreciates the hard work fire crews are doing during such a week with strong winds.
Got it off most of our equipment. I think they did a great job here today.
Troopers said the high winds on the gravel road made it hard for the Drummonds to see, leading to that crash. Ree Drummond provided an update on her husband and nephew's conditions today. She says they will both be okay. Final check on the weather is next. Take time now to honor a local veteran, Sergeant Hubert Coos. The Lockwood, Missouri native served in the U.S. Army, and we are proud to salute Sergeant Herbert Coos. He's tonight's 4-state hero. You can learn about lots of other heroes from all across this area. You can look them up by name or hometown. You can also submit a hero of your own anytime, and it's very simple to do. You just go to our website. You see it right there, KOAMnewsnow.com. A store in Germany is offering singles a fresh new way to shop for love. The first Friday every month is Single Shopping Day, and the supermarket is serving up new options to connect amid COVID. Customers who are interested can grab a numbered red heart balloon as they enter to shop. If there's a match, customers simply leave their contact details with the supermarket, which helps to make the connection. The idea came from the owner of the supermarket and his wife, Sven and Sarah Stiegler, who announced the single shopping campaign via social media. You see the singles are wearing masks, so you have to try to figure out if they're smiling, I guess, by looking at their eyes. Jordan Albee joins us now with a look at what's coming up on our sister station, KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14.
Tonight at 9, going to have some local perspective of the past 12 months of this pandemic. Plus, new cases of the coronavirus are slowing down as vaccinations are speeding up. Going to meet people excited about the idea of getting back to a pre-COVID world. And going to check out Fox's new America's Most Wanted. That and much more coming your way tonight. KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14.
Thanks, Jordan. A programming note, President Biden is going to address the nation to mark the one-year anniversary of the coronavirus pandemic. You'll see that address here on KOAM and on Fox 14. Coverage begins in about 30 minutes. Now, because of that address, our 10 o'clock news and the 9 o'clock news on Fox 14 will begin a little bit later than usual tonight. All right, let's check back with Doug Heddy for a final look at the weather.
All right, Dow, we're going to continue with the scattered showers, even some thunder showers through the overnight hours tonight. Not expecting anything too strong or severe, so that is the good news. But rain really picks up once again tomorrow. Periods of showers and thunderstorms into Saturday morning. A little bit of a break, another big wave Saturday night and into Sunday.
Thanks, Doug, and thank you for joining us. We'll see you right back here for KOAM News at 10. Again, a little bit later than usual. In the meantime, let's take care of ourselves and each other.